Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Ephraim and thank you for joining me today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the big news. Y'all stay tuned. And we're back. So guys, like I said, today we're sharing big news with you guys and I'm so excited to say, you can already tell by the title, I will be joining the U.S. Air Force next month on the 14th. And I'm so excited. I just thank God for this opportunity and making it possible. Because guys, if I tell y'all the journey, the process that it took, the patience that it took to get here, actually, you know what? I will. In another video, I'll explain that detail. But we're going to go ahead and give you a rundown of the purpose of this video is to give you a backstory, right? To streamline, to show you the process from today up until the day that I ship out, right? So stay tuned for more videos. And if you're new, please subscribe. Now, out of all the branches, why the Air Force? You have Army, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, Air National Guard, right? Why Air Force? It's real simple. Before we get to that, let me just give you a backstory of why the military. So let's go back to middle school days, right? I'm in middle school, I think I'm in 7th grade. And one of my oldest brothers, his name is Ednal. He was in ejaytherealtor at Evans High School. Shout out to E-High, you know. So I remember watching how disciplined he was. To me, that was the biggest thing that stood out, right? The push-ups, the running, fitness was there. The way he shined his shoes, I would watch my brother shine his shoes and shine his belt buckle and iron his clothes and lay him out, the uniform, the color, the whole pizzazz. It was just like, this is fly, right? He had a big inspiration on me. And when I graduated high school, I went to go see a recruiter. Now, 2012, I go see this recruiter and the recruiter says, hey, what branch are you looking to get into? I'm like, hey, I really don't know anything about any branch. Could you explain it to me? And this is exactly what he said. I still remember it. He said, hey, consider the Army for its grit. Consider the Navy for travel opportunities. Consider the Marines for their intense discipline. And then there's the Air Force for technology and all things in space. Once he said technology, everything went off for me. It was like a light bulb. I was like, that's it. I took a short exam. I did well. And the next step was to go to MEPS. In 2012, I choked. Pause. I had all fear. I did not push forward. For some reason, I allowed fear to hold me back. Fear of, am I good enough? Fear of failure. The fear of, what if we're called to go to war? The fear of dying. And fear from my family, especially my mom. God bless her. Anyways, after looking back and analyzing, what I found was I was dealing with limiting self-beliefs and negative self-talk. And guys, it took me literally a decade just to get over those limiting self-beliefs, to get over that fear. And now here we are. So on to the reasons why I'm joining the Air Force. Number one, career advancement. Right? The way I see it, you can go into the Air Force, choose a career path where you could learn a new skill. And if you do it right, it could literally set you up for the rest of your life and your family's life. For me, I'm all about family and I want to leave something that's bigger than me. And I'm using this vehicle called the Air Force to execute that. Number two, educational benefits. Now, in 2016, I graduated with my AA and I found myself in a pickle. I was trying to figure out, where do I go next? And I didn't know what to do. So I didn't go back to school. I dibbled and dabbled in a few things and I found my passion in real estate and business. So now the intent is to leverage the Air Force, go to school, and gain skills and knowledge that's going to help me progress in real estate. And number three, the VA loan. Duh. Which is actually number one because it goes back to real estate, right? The goal is to leverage the VA loan to get into investment properties, right? Now, obviously, as a realtor, I know there's different vehicles and avenues to get into investing, which are great. But for me personally, I wanted to go this route. So, with that being said, let's talk about the different misconceptions. Actually, the number one misconception about the Air Force. A lot of people think with the Air Force, it's all about being in the air and pilots or flying. Trust me, guys, there's so much more opportunities out there you wouldn't imagine. For example, I have my best friend Darren, and shout out to Darren and his wife Bree. They're both in the Air Force active. My best friend is in the medical field, MT, basically about to become a nurse. You have so many different doors with the medical field, from nursing, EMT, pharmacy, dental hygienist, dietitian, health service management. So many different ways, guys, you can skin the cat. There's logistics, there's people who supply the resources, who manage the resources that we have, the weaponry, the artillery. You have one of the top jobs, actually one of my best friends, Reese, she's in cybersecurity. Guys, cybersecurity is at an all-time high, right? Leveraging the Air Force to gain a new skill that you can use in the workforce or in the Air Force or in the military, it's impeccable, right? For me, I like aircraft. I want to travel. That's another benefit that I wanted. I wanted to travel and see the world. Me personally, I've been in Orlando my whole life. And at the age of 30, I'm tired of Orlando. I love y'all, but I'm ready to go, right? So if you got questions about joining the Air Force, you got questions about any branch, let me know in the comments. If you're thinking about joining, you need a good guide for the right recruiter, let me know and I got you and I'll lead you in the right direction. With that being said, y'all stay blessed.